The lift is still working, but the call button doesn't work from down here. On to the other lift, which has now been replaced. I'd never seen it working before, so it would appear they replaced the lift that couldn't be fixed due to the lack of parts. But it stopped there. I'm surprised they didn't update both lifts at the same time. I don't usually ride modernised lifts, so reluctantly, let's see what they've done to it.
Doors closing.
Done.
I'm surprised the buttons for the tower are so prominent. Perhaps there are plans to reopen it at some stage.
First floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Doors closing.
I did ride the old Otis a few more times, but as nothing has changed, I edited it out. So see my first video if you want to see this lift in more detail. Remember, you can see the motor room and the tower by clicking on the link at the end of the video. Something very important to do before we set sail to the Hilton Park services. I've said this before, the Costa white chocolate and raspberry muffin is out of this world, especially considering it was on my company credit card. I was aware from my previous visit that Moto were about to spend some considerable money painting the outside of the tower. To be perfectly honest, I prefer the blue. This is what it's like now. Whether they plan to reopen it or not, I don't know. I mean, take a look at the tower for yourself on Mr. Phil 100's page. He filmed the tower whilst I filmed the lifts, but personally, I cannot see this reopening due to the amount of work that needs to be done, and for what purpose. I don't think the novelty factor of going up in a tower would repay the amount of money it would take to bring this 1970s tower up to current regulations. Everything anyone needs is on the ground and first floor. I'm not trying to disrespect the idea of opening a tower, I'm just being realistic here. They have now installed proper steps up to the motor room. On my last visit, the management of this place kindly allowed me and Mr. Phil 100 to film the whole place, including the motor room and service lift. In part 2, we travel further south to another building made by Rank. This building has similarities to Forton Park as it was constructed by the same company and also features a sort of tower. How anyone would want to get into this, I don't know. Well, this doesn't include me.